Hello friends. The day of preliminary examination is fast approaching us. There is hardly less than 30 days left. So there arises the question of how many questions that we have to attempt in preliminary examination. And many have also asked me this question, how many questions should they attempt? But as I was saying in the earlier videos, I strongly feel that UPSC Civil Services examination is a statistic based mathematical examination. This is not an examination of guesswork. Here this guesswork will not work. So the number of questions that we have to attempt, we cannot guess or we cannot have a random number. We have to arrive at that number scientifically. And in this video, what is the probable number of questions that you can attempt? I will give you a wide array of possibilities. You can choose the possibility based on your strengths and weaknesses. So let us go into the video. So how many questions to attempt in preliminary examination is what we are going to see today. And my name is J.Sivarajarajendran and I have given 9 attempts in UPSC with 8 mains and 6 interviews. With that basic information, we will go into the video. And first thing is that we are going to discuss GS paper 1. So general studies paper 1 question which has 100 questions. Because this is the paper which will help you get through mains. And the GS paper 2 CSAT paper is a qualifying paper. So the marks are not considered for your assessment. Rather, the marks you get in GS paper 1 is what is considered. And hence, if you see what is very important, so everyone keeps telling the mark they get. So what you have to know, see, from first itself I will tell you how to assess a paper. So the basic thing is that how many questions you are putting as correct, how many questions you are giving as wrong, and how many questions you leave. This is very important in the calculation of your or if you want to calculate how well you are doing in your preliminary examination preparation or in the mock test. This calculation is very essential because you should know, see, the basic idea I will tell you in the later part of the video. But let us assume that 100 questions are there, you get 60 questions correct and you mark 30 questions wrong and you leave 10 questions. So that means you have attempted 90 questions. So what this means is that 60 and 30 by 3, because one question 1/3 marks will go away. Okay, this is the basis, and if it happens, so it is 50 net. So this is the meaning. So if somebody is saying the net number of questions, it means the number of questions correct minus the number of questions wrong divided by 3. This net is what I need as a number. This is what you should actually watch very closely now. So now we are going to see what has been the trend. So in economics, see, the point is that in economic survey we kept seeing this trend or trends in trends in economics or trends in GDP, trends in export, trends in everything. Like that, you have to know how or what was the trend of these net. So this is the point, net GS paper 1 trend from a very earlier stage, so that you can be prepared for this 2021. So how has been the trend means, so I started so as I told you, I have cleared 8 times the preliminary examination. So I have written all the 8 times, or I have cleared all the 8 times. But the CSAT examination became a qualifying paper from 2015. That is why if you see, I have kept the number from 2015, because prior to that your CSAT mark, which was introduced in 2011, was added to your GS mark. So based on both, they will calculate your ranking. But now if you see this trend, you should know. So for example, in 2015, if you see 2015, the net, see, this is the net mark. That is the number of questions right minus the number of questions wrong divided by 3. This is the net number of questions, or this was the cutoff. This was the cutoff in the time of 2015. Actually 2015 was a slightly easier paper, and hence if you see this 54 was the net cutoff, and I am using the number for general category, so low, but it can be, so our aim should be this number, so that will help you, because we should not be on the border of clearing preliminary examination. It will be a very tedious job. So if you see, the 2015 was a easy paper, and hence 54 was the cutoff. And 2016, if you see, my friends, actually the paper was very easy. The 10 years I have written this examination, or 9 attempts I have written this examination, 2016 was the easiest paper I think I wrote. But see the trend, it actually went up. It actually went up. The cutoff is going up. See this 58 mark. See, this is 58 net. 58 net means 58 into 2 is the cutoff. This is the mark that is there, 116. So 116 was the cutoff. See, my point of view is that this mark does not give you the correct picture. My point is that this correct answer, wrong answer, number of questions you leave, that will help you in clearing this exam. See, as I told you, in 2016 the number of the paper was easy, and hence the cutoff went high. And 2017 they again actually made it a little difficult. So see this, the trend is decreasing. So how is the trend of the cutoff? Means the trend actually in 2016, because of the easiest paper, it actually went up, but then 2017 it decreased, and 2018 I wrote this examination. 2018, for example, I felt that this was the last but one attempt. 2019 was my last attempt, 2018 was one attempt before that. If you see, after writing that, so I remember very clearly writing 2008 question paper and coming home and feeling really bad, because I had made so many errors, so many wrongs I had made. So many wrongs I had made, I was scared whether I would be able to get 53. See, because why I am saying 53 is that last year the cutoff was 53. So your assessment when you go into the examination hall, you will automatically think that you should get 53. But 2018 was a very tough paper, and you know, I actually put this in 2018. I put the scorecard. So I put the scorecard, or after coming, you will get the key from different institutes. I had a net of 57. I had a net of 57. Then I got really scared, because see this 53 was the last cutoff. I usually get, see what my usual cutoff used to be. I used to get 2012, I got 67 net in GS. 67 net in GS, but then these years in 2015 and all, it came to 62 net or 63 net. In 2016 also it was a little higher, 63, 62. So see this, in the kind which I am saying is that these are all net number of correct answers I get. The marks you should multiply into 2 and you will get the marks. But see this, I got 63, 62 and all. This is the range I used to get in GS. But when 2017 came or 2018 came, I was really scared, because it came down to 57. My net came down to 57, and I thought that it is very low, or I am very close to the cutoff. See, 57 means that maybe some questions I could actually would have written wrong, but I will calculate it as plus when I go into the keys in different institutes. This does happen. Everybody does that mistake, and I could have done that right. So I thought 57 this time I will not clear, but it cleared. Why? Because as I told you, 2018 was a tough paper for all, and hence see this cutoff decreasing 49. From 53 the cutoff became 49. When my mark is reducing from 61 net, so 61, see this, my mark I used to get as 61 net is reducing by 4 to 57, 56. The same is the case with cutoff. Cutoff is decreasing, and if you see, same way in 2019, my last prelims, I think I got 56 or 57, same way. But I thought 2019 was a little easier, but the cutoff is 49 only. So the 2019 paper in preliminary examination is also a little tough. I guess it is. So UPSC has made it, this trend is, see this, from 58 in 2016 it has been decreasing to 49, And this 2019 was tough, 49. This was my last prelims. 2020, if you see, many had difficulties. So 2020, many had difficulties, and I think for example, the cutoff could be somewhere 45 to 48. So it will be 45 to 48. See, 45, I'm just giving a number, but the cutoff could be 45 to 48. And because of this, see the trend. See, this is like our GDP. If you see in economic survey, we would have discussed how this our industrial contribution to gross value added. This is the pattern in which this graph was. So it increased and now it is decreasing at a very or in a slight fashion. But that means that UPSC is making a question paper a little tough, true. But the point you should understand is that our job is not to get the highest score. Our job is to clear this net 45 questions or 48 questions net. If you clear, you finish off this prelim, you move on to mains, because mains is the game where you play this examination for the kill. So for example, now 45. So people keep asking what it might be in 2021. So now October 10. What will it be? So for example, I have made it into a, so like our corona, after corona, if you see all our industrial index of industrial production or GDP, everything, export import, everything actually went into negative. But 2021, if you ask me, be prepared for same 45 to 50 questions. That means that the same level of things, see this level of things, I don't think they will go for this 2016 level. That is the paper in 2016. If you see, it was more of a one word kind of thing. I remember that many, for example, in whether I should say this or not, I do not know. Many actually read these current affairs from some high institute and they were able to crack this. So name of the institute I am not telling, but they were able to crack the 58 mark in a higher margin. Some actually went to 70 and all. 70 net, I am saying 70 net means 140. This is very, very high mark. This may seem like small mark, but actually in prelims on the day it is very tough to take. So 70, when you go, you clear forestry and all. But but the thing was that because of the because of the question paper was from directly, it was kind of directly from those current affairs related questions. It was made that way, and hence if you see, after that prelims has been made a logical exam, or more of logic and more of not straightforward question. So same thing I think will come in 2021 as well. Be prepared for logic, be prepared for, yes, current affairs, prepare that, but be prepared for logic. Okay, so if you see, see this is 2012. As I told you, in 2012 I got 67 net. This is CSAT, actually this is GS and CSAT. So if you add both in 2012, what happened was it came to 200. So the cutoff actually was around 210. So this was the cutoff in 2012, 13, 14. I remember these 3 years, and I used to get 67 net plus CSAT, which whatever I got, and I would clear. But what I am saying is that even if you if in the case of addition of CSAT, 210 has been the cutoff. See, 210 has been the cutoff. That means on an average 100. See, on an average 100 you have to take, right? On an average 100 in CSAT, 100 in GS. What is this 100? It is 50 net. So this 50 net, if you please turn back this picture, you will see the same. On an average, you see, put an average for this, it is 50 net. 50 net. What did I tell you here? 2011, it can be 45 to 50 net. So that means, my friend, you have to score a 50 net. What is this 50 net means? It is 100 marks. See, the mark, see, what I am saying is baseline. That anything you have to have a aim, goal. So this, mark this as your goal. But how? So see, the thing is that how much ever you get above that, it is a very good thing. But this is the aim. So next point is that how do you How do you get that stage? So how do you go to that stage? See, as I told you, this is something which is mathematically done. So if you happen to see the stages which I told in the previous video, in the in 2-3 videos ago also, how to solve this preliminary examination based on 5 stages I told you. See, if you see in that also I have told you there are 25 to 30 easy questions. And I told you this, the probability, see, the probability of you making any error in that is actually 0. So when there is basic questions asked, you will not see in the point. What is the point is that you prepare this exam for so many days. You are equipped for all these questions. You will know these questions. That is what I am trying to tell you. If it is low also, it is okay. 25 questions also, it is okay. That is what I am trying to say. But you will clear this in 100% probability. So you will have a 100% probability. But as it happens in anything in life, there will always be a margin of error. So this is the number of questions correct and number of questions wrong. So in this 30 questions, I am see, that is what I am assuming, the worst case scenario. Let us assume even fundamental right question you are making some error, or fundamental duty questions you are making some judgmental error. Let us assume that as well. So 3 questions goes away, because many times I have seen people telling that basic of the basic question I made a mistake, that is why my cutoff went low. See, that can happen. That is what I am trying to say. That can happen. But leaving this margin of error, let us assume this margin of error, 3 questions I am leaving. And I am actually, see, what I am doing is that when you reduce this 3 questions, you will have 26. See, 26, 27 minus 3 by 3, that is 26. So 26 net means you will get in these number of questions, you will get 26 net, that is 52. And in the first reading I told you this, in the first stage easy questions, second stage this 10 to 15 difficult questions. In these difficult questions, it is very hard. See, I will not even, in the 4 options, there will be 4 options, maybe one option I can know, but I will not have an idea of these 3 options at all. I will not have an idea of this question at all. This is when you try these questions. When you try questions for which you do not have an idea of what these 3 1, 2, 3, 4 option, you do not have an idea about 3 things. Let us assume that 3 or 4 things. When you attempt this is guesswork. This is guesswork. People keep saying that I guess the answer, means they are guessing the answer for this. This you should not guess. This is the beautiful thing about this this cricket also. In cricket there will be a very fast bowler, Shoaib Akhtar, who comes and puts a ball at a very high speed. Dravid will not even touch that ball. Okay, he will that is called as well left. So in this thing you should well left. You should leave this. You should not touch these, or 10 to 15 questions for me. It can be 20 questions for you as well. This is based on your assessment time. This is based on my assessment I'm saying. So I will not get anything here. So 0 marks here. But the rest of, see, then there will be 60 questions. Then the third stage comes 60 questions. If you happen to see, you think about this in the sense that you think about in a mathematical fashion. I will tell you the mathematics as well. See, when there is 1, 2, 3, 4 option, I will be, many keep saying this, okay, many keep saying this, your friends would say, you would say, I think everyone in UPSC would say this. I am neglecting 2 things. Okay, I am neglecting 2 things, but I am confused between these 2 options. Either A or B or A or C. I am stuck with these options. What would I do? How would I pick? In that case, it is going wrong. Many keep saying that. But you think about it, my friends. Mathematics says, see, if for 60 questions you are able to eliminate 2 options. Let us assume that you are able to eliminate 2 options for, I will assume that there are 1, 2, 3 to 60 questions, and you are able to eliminate 2 options for these 60 questions. What is the probability of this first question becoming a correct? First question becoming a correct, it is called as half. Same way this, each question, because you have eliminated 2 options, right? Maximum number of questions you will eliminate the 2 options. In this, if you see, in this series, every question has half probability. What does this mean? You think about it. What does this mean? Means if you attempt 60 questions, you will get 30 questions correct. This is the problem. This is the thing this means. Mathematically, this is true. If you are able to not able to finish or take away any option, that means the question is difficult. That means zero probability of clearing. That is guesswork. But if you are able to eliminate two options, that means you have a half probability. That is 1 by 2 probability of finishing that question. And 60 question if you put it, that means 30 questions you can get it right. This is the point. So let us assume you get 30 questions right, 30 questions wrong. So what that means, you see this 30 minus, or in the sense that 30 minus 30 by 3, that equals 20 net. What does this 20 net means? It is 40 marks. See this 52 marks, 40 marks. So 100. So what is our target? We have this 100 as a target. Next stage. See this stage 5 or say stage 4. Sorry, 15 minutes. So next stage, you please check that video of 5 stages of solving preliminary examination, and you will know that the next stage is the difficult question. In that, what I will do, see, I am saying that 10 questions I mark. I will actually get 5 questions here. See, this is my method. You can see, if you are a person who is leaving 20 questions, let us assume you are attempting 80 questions only. In that, take some 2-3 questions. In that, I am saying 50% will come true. 50% will actually become true. That is your equal chance of both wrong and see. So 3 questions wrong, 2 questions right. You will have a mark of 5. So add this, my friends. Actually, so final check. This is final check. You actually check now what and all questions is possible. Whether that will come true or not, that universe knows. This is what is guesswork and all. Okay, this is something which whether it comes true or not, that depends on the day, how you do everything. But probability wise, mathematical wise, statistic wise, we have arrived at this 100 marks. We have arrived, clearly see this, we have arrived mathematically that we have, when you do this 100% probability question, when you do this logical question, when you do all this, you will get into this. So you will you are clearing the cutoff very easily. You are clearing the cutoff. How you will miss this cutoff? You please think about it. The next point I will tell you here, the point which I would like to stress here is that I told that the 60% or the 60 questions you will do logically, 50% will come true. What I have found, so this is from my experience of 10 years, from 2010 to 2020, I have seen every question paper, solved every question paper. From that, I will tell you this one magic which happens. If in this logical question, 2 questions you are able to eliminate, 2 options if you are able to eliminate in these 60 questions, I can assure you that your probability of actually having this cleared is that 2/3 question will clear. What is this 2/3 question? 1/3, yes, it will go wrong. See, I can tell you that also. In 60 question, if you are able to logically come to the conclusion and remove 2 options, that means you will get a 2/3 chance of actually getting those answers correct. 2/3 in 60, if you see what is this, it is 40. That is 40 correct and 20 wrong. So what is this 40 correct? Now you check this, what is that 40? So I have made this is according to max, but what I say is that it will come to this equation. When it comes to this equation, 40 minus 20 by 3, so it is around 33. You will get 66, somewhere around 66. You think about this, my friends. 66 plus 50, you are actually reaching 115 or something. So you are going above 115. For a target of 100 marks, you are going above 115. This is the point you should have in your mind. This exam is not that guesswork. This exam is not difficult. It can be cleared mathematically. So if you happen to see how many questions, so next question, how many questions to attempt? So worst case scenario, let us assume the worst case scenario. I will again go to the probability. Your worst case scenario, I will tell you this. You are attempting 4 questions. Let us assume that you get only 1 question correct out of it. So this is the worst case scenario, my friends. 1 question only in 4 questions you are attempting, 1 only is correct. 3 are going wrong. So that means net is 0. This is 0. But average, what will, see, everyone has studied this exam. But so what will happen is that average will happen. What is this average means? Maybe 2 questions right, 2 questions wrong. So what this means, you will have plus 4 minus 0.66. So actually this is your plus 3.4. So this is plus for you. See, in the sense that even if worst case 4 questions you attempt, 1 question only correct, 2 or 3 questions are wrong, it will actually go 0. Okay, you are not losing, you are not gaining. Okay, right? In business this does happen. In business, taking risks, human beings should take risk, right? So this does happen. So 0, it's okay, big deal. I have not lost anything. But let us assume you actually make it correct, 2 correct, 2 wrong, then plus 0.3. Then best case scenario, let us assume this best case scenario also, in 4 questions I am not assuming all 4 correct. I am assuming, let us assume 3 correct, 1 wrong. So this, my friend, see this. So 3 correct is 6 minus 0.33. This is 5.7. So see this. You are getting 3.4. That is by taking a chance. See, that is what I will repeat this again. I am not taking a chance in this difficult. See, I am not going to take a chance here. This 15 question, 20. See, remember this again. 20 questions are there, 15 questions are there. I am not going to take a chance there. It's a difficult question. I do not know even a single line of that question. I will not do that there. But if I know that question, if I have eliminated 2 or many techniques are there, right? Elimination technique, wordplay technique, so many techniques are there which we have discussed in the videos. You can please check that in the solution of 2019 and 2020 papers and 2012 papers also we have done how to do that. When you can do that, then that logically means that you are getting a plus, right? Best case scenario. So if worst case scenario also, okay, no problem. No, I have not lost anything, I have not gained anything. But let us assume I am a best case scenario. That will give you plus 5.7. So now you are come to the question of what you have to attempt. See, this is where you should know that what I discussed, this scenario, these scenarios, this scenario, that is 60 questions, leaving 10 to 15 questions was my scenario. It should vary. Actually, it should vary. Where do you find that? See, that is what I am telling you. You find where, see, my range of marking questions is different. So I will give you an example. 100 runs for scoring 100 runs, it is different for Dravid, it is different for Virat Kohli, it is different for Sachin Tendulkar, it is different for Virendra Sehwag. All of them score 100, but their number of balls differs. Okay, you should please understand this very, very clearly. Not everyone should focus, see, but all are important cricketers. Dravid is important, Sehwag is important, Kohli is important, Dhoni is important, and Sachin Tendulkar is also important. As you are too. It does not mean that a person marking higher number of questions is very intelligent. No. Also, but there is a mathematical constraint to it, or lower, anyone attempting lower number of questions, please think about this and decide that. Because see, if you are, let us assume if you are marking only 50 questions, see, as I told you, 10% there is in scientific theory, 10% chance that 5 or whatever you do, 10%. See, whatever we do in life, you think about it, anything you do in life, any small work also you do in life, 10% error of margin will be there. That is because our makeup in this universe itself has this flaw. Okay, 10% error here and there, plus or minus, will always be there. So let us assume you mark 50 questions. So in this 100 questions, you mark 50 questions. In this 10% error will come. So 5 question goes up. So 45. So 5 by 3. So this actually, see the net where it goes. It is less than 100. Again, so let us assume you mark 60 questions. Then what should be your wrong number of questions? See, 10%, I have made it as 10%. So in 60, 10%. So okay, so 54. So 54 right. So in that 10%, what you should do is that 54 should be right. If you are marking 60, okay, if you are a person marking 60, then your accuracy should be this way. This, where do you find, my friends? You should find it in your mock test. Whether you are able to do all these things, where do you find that? See, it's same like cricket analysis only. Where, how many balls do I need for taking 100 means, where do I find that means? I will find in the normal games I play. In that I will know that this is the number of balls I need for making 100. So each person is different. So in the mock test you should find whether you're 50 I think 50 we can leave. Okay, 50 we should leave. Even I will suggest that, see, this is my suggestion, even 60 I will not actually say. Even 60 is very, very close. See, very, very close say is that, see, this 60 also we leave, but if you are a person marking 60, see, if you are having an accuracy of 54 or 6 question wrong. But if you are a person of 70, you can have a margin of error, this 10, okay, margin of error 10, then also this mark will come. So you will get this mark. See, but you see this, then 80. I actually float around this. So I actually float around this margin. So this is where my margin always lies. So if you are an 80, then the margin of error is a little high also, it's okay, your mark will come here. But 90, this is where I used to score. This is where was my score. I used to score 21 wrong, and this used to be my cutoff always. So but this is my target, this is my sweet spot. You should know where do you, so you want to be 50 or 70, 80, 90, but I would prefer not 60 or not 50. I would say something above or 70, and at least 70 and above. Please check in your mock test whether you are able to clear this, or whether you are able to get some decent number of, see, decent number of questions right, decent number of questions wrong. Whether you are able to pull off this number, you should check in your mock test. Whatever you have been writing, you have to analyze them based on these numbers and arrive at your range of questions. Where do you stand? Where do I stand, and where do you have to be to clear this exam? So this is the video I wanted to make, and please like it, share it, and if you have not subscribed to it, please do subscribe it. And I would like to end this video by telling that this process, or this YouTube channel, was started by me and one of my student, Thiru. We are making this video ourselves with the content which we have. We are making it, we are editing it, and Thiru is also busy in writing preliminary examination. So I have to make these videos, I have to edit them. It takes a lot of time, and that is why sometimes the voice quality or video quality might not be that great. But I sincerely believe the content that we are giving, is of high quality. Maybe not the voice quality or the video quality, but the content is very, very important for preliminary examination. And also, as I told you, all these things. So many had asked that anthropology, please make anthropology videos. There have been several. So please, you can check that. There have been several videos that I made on anthropology 2020 paper. So how to solve 2020 anthropology paper. There are several nearly 10 videos in the behind. You can please check that. And how to solve preliminary examination question paper, the tricks in question paper, I have solved that too. 2012, 2020, 2019, all are there in the videos list. Please, you can check that. And I will also make more such videos necessary for clearing this prelims. After this prelims, I will definitely make videos on mains as well. I hope you like this video and use this video for clearing this preliminary examination. Thank you.